Hi, how are you?
I'm great. What about you?
I'm doing great. So tell me what brings you to Awareness Film Festival.
Well, to aware people of social problems. So my film, I Dare You to Live, is about battling depression and how people with depression usually do not look like people who are depressed. You know, they're usually very fun and outgoing, but then underneath like this bravado, they can find a lot of pain. So the idea of this film is to check on your happy friends.
So what made you choose this theme? Is there a particular story behind it?
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. There's actually is a story because I'm a narcissist. So this film is based on my story, and I like several years ago, like maybe 5 or 6 years ago, I was super depressed. But every person who was around me, like I was encouraging them, I was helping them out, and I was the most fun person of the group. But inside, I was literally dying, and nobody knew about it. And this film is actually based on the actual thing that happened to me. I was in Berlin, and there was this French guy who was super nerdy, and he couldn't get laid. So I was helping him to get laid while being extremely depressed. It's weird, I know, but it is my life. And this is the story of this film.
And what's the story behind the title and the cover?
So they are playing truth or dare, but without truth. So just dare or dare. And basically, like she, the main character, tries to make him live, while she should make herself live because she is the one who is depressed secretly. And yeah, I dare you to live. So basically, like she dares him to, open up and to experience all the new life that is around him. Yeah, this is and the person behind is actually him. It's not the actor. I couldn't get the actor to pose for me. He was busy. And the main guy in the film wears the red tie, and they're drinking from these red things. So that's why this is on the poster.
And tell me about the red color. What made you choose that?
Do you want an honest answer or do you want a filmmaker answer?
Honest.
Honestly, this was my first film, so I found a red tie and I was like, okay, and that's it. But the filmmaker answer would be red represents love and passion and fears, whatever people are saying. But this was my first film. I did not know what a production design was. Like, I knew that I had to roll the camera and there need to be people in front of it. So red just happened and it just fit in.
It looks beautiful. So tell me about the casting process and the production.
Well, the costume process was again my first film, so I honestly only worked on the male lead costume because it needed to be ridiculous, and it was. It's based, not based. It's set on in the house party, and he's wearing like a suit with a tie to a house party, which is ridiculous. Like you don't wear things like this, but he's socially awkward, so for him it meant something, it meant a lot. And other than that, like, and for the lady, I just wanted to do something like fun and relaxing and outgoing. And this is the for the production, pre-production and production process. It was just hectic. Again, my first film, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing, so I just went in, and I'm from Ukraine, and we have like this saying. I'll try to translate it somehow. Like, you first go into the battle and then you decide on the spot what's happening there. And this is basically the motto that I'm living by, and this is how this film was made. I just started doing it, and whatever happened, it happened. Right now, if any filmmakers, by any chance, aspiring filmmakers are watching this right now, do not do that. I wouldn't do it now. But for your first film is fine. So yeah, I just went for it. This was basically my production process.
That was a roller coaster process. So tell me, since this was your first film, what's one thing that you learned from it, from the journey?
Think about extras. Like, extras are really hard to get, especially if you are not paying them. Nobody wants to, be on the background and also not to get paid. So this is the thing that you need to think about a lot. And the second part that is also important is, I didn't know it when I was doing this film, but like I learned it from this one, is that you need to think about everything that is in frame, not just actors or like costumes or lights, literally everything, like every inch of a frame that is on screen, you need to think about it. And you need to think about it before you shoot it, not when you're already shooting and you're like, it kind of looks ugly. Can we do something with it? And you're like, no, not anymore. So preparation. This is what I would say that I learned from this film.
That's a great piece of advice. So before we end, give me one piece of advice for young filmmakers or filmmakers who are trying to make films that cover messages like mental health, especially after COVID.
I would say, yeah, like I would repeat everything that I would say. First of all, don't be scared. It's scary, but don't be scared. Like just go for it, and you'll do fine. If you have time, prepare. Like the more you can prepare before, the better it's gonna be during the production. Because like you need to know what you're doing when you're already doing it. So like you need to get prepared before. This is very important. And if you want to talk about mental health, you should, because it's very important. And a lot of people do not understand how important it is. Like, unless you experienced yourself what it is to be either depressed or like have other mental illnesses, you don't understand. Because it's like, what do you mean mental illness? Just like, don't be sad. But it unfortunately doesn't work this way. So if you have a message to tell it. Even if you don't know what you're doing, just go for it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for stopping by and congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.